Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment for his team. 7-0, undefeated. They have been able to prove it everyone wrong all season long. But nothing they've done before matters in this game. He said this is going to be a very challenging opponent, and I've told our team, if we want to stay undefeated, we have to be perfect, one play at a time. That's how we'll do our job. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking for an open area to his left. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Tackled at the 31, they'll give him 6 on the play. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. Touchdown ball! Nice. The Volunteers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets rid of it. Fakes to grab. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And guys, we got to see his first start, right? Like, get started into this, being a highly recruited high school kid, taking that next step. And I'll tell you what, Jesse, watching his tape over these last weeks and now getting into the middle of the season, later part of the...
Got it down the field. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Volunteers have taken it inside the 20. Going to the run, it's Bishop. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the tool.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. Gets it to the back. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but... doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking for space, it's Clark. Could be an alley. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Here's a heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong?
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws. He's into the open down the middle. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Volunteers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays. They get touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here's Sellers to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's out past the 35. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sellers. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That is a big-time play right there. And this defense, they have their hands full tonight with this guy. Wherever he's lined up, he's been winning on these routes. He's been doing it with speed. And right there, he shows you the acrobatics and the athleticism.
Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Top 5 up. What is really good. Staying there as we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on.
Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Touchdown balls. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey, guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Guys, I have got my eyes on the running back who told me he is pretty banged up from that loss last week. He's got a lower body injury, something he will absolutely have to fight through. The athletic trainers have done the best they can to get him ready to go today, but this is a developing story. I will keep you...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sellers. Pressure coming. And they got him in the end zone for a safety. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. On his way back from the 20. Oh, he got loose.
Intentional grounding off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He's got it.
Out to the 40.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing Sellers. Oh, they're after him. We were at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense.
Makes a grab and room to run. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Bishop. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Got his man on the outside. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sideline. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 11 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Tigers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Back over to your game inside Williams-Brice Stadium.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Fires left. Makes the grab. It's Staley. He's loose down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 30. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to move them on the counter. Across the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They'll run the option. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got a man. It's Staley. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you can put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Got a little grass. Quick step and go. The 30. The 20. Touchdown balls. He got a step and... The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. The Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.